Hey there, Pisces. Welcome to your November 2021 reading. We're going to be getting some insight for this month, what to say yes to, what to say no to, the situation at hand. If this resonates, please hit the like and please hit the subscribe. If you want to hear more readings and be notified, hit that bell. I do personal readings, and if you'd like one, reach out. The email that you need is in the description box below. All right, so we've got Ten of Pentacles. Looking at the big, long game, looking at the big picture. We've got Tower. I think there was something that happened recently that did totally shake up your lives. It shook up possibly where you're living. It shook up possibly where you're working. Your sense of stability, your sense of financial stability even. But I feel like there might be some relief attached to this. You know, looking back at it with the Tower card, looking back at it was not comfortable. There was a point in time at which you thought, what's next? What am I possibly going to do? And I think there's a sense of resourcefulness here, and then a relief with the Ten of Wands, and this budding, new, fresh, fast-moving energy that has come out of this shakeup. I think you've got a new vision of what you want your future to be, and and I don't think it happened slowly. I think actually it might have surprised you by how clear it's coming in, what you want in the future, where you might want to live and work, what you want to do. Do you want to start a new business? Do you want to grow a skill set? Do you want to buy new property? All of it. Like what is your definition of family? What is your definition of a relationship? What makes you happy? It's kind of all kicking into gear thanks to something that shook you up, that you felt you had no control over. Because in that moment when it shook you up, you're forced to look at the world from an outside perspective. You're forced to step outside of your life and look down at it with a bird's eye view. And as a result, you were able to go back into your life, go back into your perspective, start pushing out the things and the relationships and the doings, the human doings that weren't serving you. And it's resulted in the Chariot card. This acceptance of the good and the bad of any situation, the duality of a situation, moving forward at a greater speed. This is very exciting. Can we get any clarity on the Tower? Yep. Death card. For some of you guys, I think this was even literal. Maybe you lost somebody that you cared about. But oftentimes the Death card is not taken literally. It's taken as a sign of an end of a chapter. Along with death comes rebirth. So for some of you guys, this might have been a move, or you changed your job somehow. But it was not necessarily a choice of yours. It was kind of thrust upon you. And so with this set of circumstances came in new relationships, came new opportunities. And so that's why rebirth is attached to death. I feel like that's pretty clear. Chariot card. Let's take them. Why not? Beautiful. We've got the Ace of Cups coming out with the Page of Pentacles and the King of Swords. I feel that there's a creative and passionate energy to this. This is reprioritizing. I feel that this is around your energy. You don't want to sacrifice this beautiful Chariot energy, the forward momentum, this beautiful forward movement that you're finally getting after the end of this exhausting chapter of your life. You want to go towards new, fresh opportunities. For some of you guys, that's even a relationship. But you don't want to be slowed down by stagnant energy. And so out comes the King of Swords to look at things analytically, because Pisces, I'm a Pisces too, we're led by our hearts and our intuition. right? Our subconscious and our connection to the spiritual world. But when you have King of Swords popping out, King of Swords is a problem solver. And so I feel that you need to focus on the things that you're passionate about. You know that's survival. In the next chapter of your life, you must not sacrifice passion. That's in your relationships. That's in the arts, if you're involved in the arts, which a lot of you guys are. And so most of you guys are going to go further into your passions by learning more about them. If that's a partner, that's even learning more about your partner. But it's the way that you're solving the crisis or the issue of the loss of energy, that you've experienced in the past. It's the way that you are going to feed this chariot. It's basically the fuel for the vehicle. All right? So let's get some insight. I'm going to use these guys first. This is the Aquarius deck, the Aquarian deck. Of what to say yes to, okay? We're going into November saying hell yes to, okay? Beautiful. These came out together, so we're going to pay attention to that. I'm going to put them right across here. Judgment. Page of Cups. Nine of Pentacles. Eight of Rods. Six of Cups. Somebody from your past. High Priestess. Two of Cups with the Ten of Swords. Bear with me, please. I feel that there is a connection in November that you're finally going to be saying goodbye to. It's something that at one point felt very twin flame, very balanced. If this was, for instance, in business, it would be a business partner that was doing that at one point you had simpatico with. But if this is love, this is very much a person you felt was your soulmate at one point, or really wanted it to be so badly that you convinced yourself it was. But you're going to be, I think it's coming to an ending of some sort. It's Ten of Swords is not subtle. It's going to be letting go of it. And we have another Two of Cups. Ah, interesting. 1 minute. Seems like you certainly have gone on. I think you're going to, this person may come back into the picture, but for now, it's exhausting you guys. For now, no matter how you look at it, in the month of November, it's going to be like, I can feel it. It's just kind of exhausting. It's like you can win this argument or you can have this round, but in the end, I think the right thing is going to happen. Justice card comes out when the right thing happens, and you may have a new offer coming in. Knight of Cups. It very much feels like when you step back from this, you're going to be relieved because you're just going to have that energy back again. I think it's kind of goes back to the Chariot and that Ace of Cups, that new offer. Like, you have to pay it. You can't afford the things that are sapping you. You can't afford those relationships that are exhausting you, because this is a sense of you can work through it, but it's going to happen again. And you can work through it because it's going to happen again, because you can't change another person. And there are things that this other person, they have to work on. And you're going to keep on falling back to that disappointed place, that frustrated conflict with them. And I think just taking a step away, you might be surprised at what comes through the door. Take it with a grain of salt. Of course, if it doesn't resonate, leave it, you guys. You make your own future. Here we have the Judgment card. This is a big awakening. This is a wake-up call. Beautiful, magical energy, playful energy of the Page of Cups. Nine of Pentacles is a solo an independent, confident, happily independent card. Sometimes this connects to owning property, buying property. 8 of Rods. This is information, messages coming through. I think that somebody you know, 6 of Cups is a nostalgic card. Somebody from your past, somebody that's familiar with you, is going to be coming through with messages. What is this 9 of Cups here for? What is this 9 of Cups here for? I think that if you have any upset at all in November, it's going to be your friends that pull you out. Be willing to say yes and, you know, break out of your seriousness. If you're feeling a little too serious, it's going to be others that pull you out a little bit. I do think for a certain portion of you guys, there is a third-party situation that led to this independence, this solo card in November, but not all of you guys. But I feel that you're kind of stepping away, calling bullshit. Page of Cups, why are we getting the Page of Cups for Pisces? There's some new beginnings. There's a big wake-up call you're going through. I feel that you have a lot of energy for it. I feel like you're so, you know, this is all in the realm of what you say yes to. You say yes to a reunion with a friend, even if it's over a phone call. You say yes to listening to your intuition, getting back in line with it. You say yes to your independence, calling bullshit if there's a third-party situation. Also consider that this could mean just going out with friends if you're getting too serious or too bogged down with things that have hurt you in the past, even if that was the recent past. Knowing that when people are twin flames and soulmates, it has a way of coming back around if it's meant to be. But the Justice card coming out with the 2 of Cups on top of the 2 of Cups and the conflict in between is saying, give this one a rest and we'll see. Somebody very special might walk through that door. But when you're being very aware of where you're putting that energy, because things with the King of Swords, you have the ability this month to look at things analytically that normally you might look at with your heart. And that's a very powerful place for a Pisces. We're going to put these back in the deck and we're going to talk a little bit about what to avoid, you know, because that's always nice to know. Okay, so what does Pisces going into November, what do they not need to bother with? Because I think that's the 5 of Cups. Oh, that was funny. Flipping out and turning back in. 5 of Cups. Don't bother. Spilled milk is already spilled. Hanged Man, Piscean energy, getting perspective, patience, giving something up, sacrificing something for perspective. You've got information coming out here. You've got a message coming through here clarity on this Swords, that might make you feel a little torn, confused. It might be the source of it's with the 2 of Pentacles, the twos, confused, overwhelmed, possibly emotional, and it's gonna distract you and disconnect you from spirit and from your intuition. I don't think you should get too caught up in it. You know, take it with a grain of salt, because it's just going to lead. Don't fall into this pothole. You know, keep in mind that everything happens for a reason, and that's something that Pisces, ruling over Hanged Man energy, has the ability to do. That the moments that shake us up, there is purpose to them. You know, and so. And we've got 7 of Swords here, okay? 7 of Swords is deception. 7 of Swords. I feel very much like you're above this and over it. You can talk yourself into paying attention to it. You can allow yourself to feel bad about it. But Pisces, you're an evolving creature, and you've got so much energy knocking at the door here. And you do have another relationship coming through, it really looks like. So please be open to that. Feel free to leave a comment in the comment box below. Like and subscribe. It makes a big difference. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye.